Hey there, everyone. Welcome to the All Signs reading, what you need to know right now. And I'm going to let you guys know that I am available for personal readings. If you just go to kellylunt.com/work with me, I'll put a link in the comments afterwards. And if you're ready to meet your own spirit guide and master the law of attraction, I have a free gift for you guys, kellylunt.com/free gifts. I'll also link to that in the comment after this post, and I will also include the timestamps. One last announcement before we get started. What's up, Alika? Yeah, I'm doing all signs. What you need to know right now is don't forget, guys, I go live on YouTube Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern time, with a show called High Vibe Mornings, and I do free mini readings every morning. So come hang out. Okay, without further ado, let's do Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to hear right now? Oh, Capricorn, it's time for you. You got a couple messages. It's time for you to channel that like wondering energy, that lost energy. There's a part of you that just has like a free spirit and like, like I don't want to work the corporate world. I want to do my own thing, or I want to travel. You just have this like, I don't want to be tied down. I don't want responsibility. I want to be a free bird type of energy. But there's like a recognition within your soul that you're actually like ready to be a little bit more settled than you have been previously. So Capricorn, it's kind of time to channel that energy into creativity. So if you're going to live in one spot versus traveling around all over, being a free little bird, well, here, what kind of art can you create? And not only what kind of art can you create, but like, can you take classes and actually build and develop the skill? Can you take it another layer by making it like a multimedia art creation? So it's that little bit of a no, I don't want to settle down. It's recognizing that all that energy, all that explore, all that adventure energy is going to get explored into creativity. And that creativity might even look like, hey, I've got like little kids in my life. What's some do it yourself Pinterest of like things I can do for them? Um, so it's recognizing that your creativity is where your energy needs to be focused. Now, in terms of the confusion that you feel, oh, the spirit guides just want to say something directly for you, Capricorn. It's time to drop the cloak of confusion. You are no longer a lost, floundering little soul. It's time to recognize that you're ready for responsibility. You're welcome. You're ready for leadership. So it's time to start beginning leaning into those vibrations. Leadership, being respected, being competent, ready to be viewed as a safe, secure source for people to come to, ready to be known for something. It's time to lean into and embrace the new vibrations. Many of you have just been shutting off, Capricorn. No, this is how I have my fun and happiness. I'm staying childlike. It's time to soften your heart and recognize that you're ready to step into not even the next chapter of your life, but the next segment of your life. If your life was a trilogy, you're ready to put down book 1 and start book 2. Life will become much, much more enjoyable for you when you do that, Capricorn. And they wanted to share a little bit, Capricorn, that in your 20s, you have that youthful optimism. You have that, oh my God, let's try everything. Let's do everything. But what happens like when you're in your 30s, people are like, oh, the good old days are gone. No, it's your eyes are looking at the past and you're looking at that you're not enjoying life that way. When you're in your 30s and your 40s, life takes on a richness and a depthness that someone in their 20s couldn't even begin to experience. There was an example they wanted to share was I was visiting old friends that I haven't seen them in like 9 years. And so it's 9 years plus the friendship with the friend of like 7 years. I got to meet that friends, like a friend that they had while being friends with me. And I always heard about them, but I never met them. And so when I actually got to meet them, it was like, this is how I met her. This is how I met her. And when he shared a story about the two of them, I just started laughing. I went, no way. That was your perspective of that story. Let me share mine. And then we both had a good giggle. And then it was like, okay, we're going to do the mutual friend thing. So life takes, yeah, do super chats. Yes, we can do super chats. I think you should be able to. The money thing's right there. Oh, super chat questions. Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, if you guys want a super chat to get a personal read, go for it. I encourage the suggested amount of $20, and I'll get to your personal reading in between signs. So if you get it in now, I'll get you after Capricorn before I start the next one. And hi, Concha. Hi, Dee. Hi, Lika. Okay, where was I at with Capricorn though? Oh, so it's about enjoying the second book, like Spirit just said, Capricorn. It's about enjoying there's a richness and a depthness, and like maybe now you want to explore more of those types of relationships and meet more friends of friends. So it's really about settling into the second chapter and exploring the creativity versus the wondering that you enjoyed in your 20s. Okay, Spirit, is there anything more for Capricorn? Not at this time. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go on to Virgo. Virgo, it is your time to shine, and say hi if you guys are watching live. Say hi if you're watching the replay. Let's get the chat popping. We are on Virgo. We've only done Capricorn. We're on Virgo. We got all the signs to go. Okay, Virgo, what you need to hear, Virgo, is you are in your head about money and relationships. And you're either going to be focused on the fairness, the righteousness of money in relationships, or you're going to be focused on, I want to enjoy a relationship. I want to be in a relationship. And I was just chatting with an older gentleman whose wife did pass away. And he was just kind of sharing, like, from a female's perspective, like, am I an attractive partner? Am I not? And how, like, I don't feel right about sharing anything that her and I built together with her. If her and I build anything together, then sure, that will be shared between us, her, and like her children. And I just kind of said, I was like, well, hey, listen, you're actually in a really good spot. Like, here's why you're an attractive partner. And there's like 3 types of women that you'll be able to attract: the ones who are just as financially secure as you and set up as you are, the ones who are in the middle, like they don't have debt, they have some savings, maybe not a lot, maybe not all retirement, but they're at least not going to come with debt. And then there's the people who are financial struggle bus. What I would hate to see for you is for you to not consider any women in the second category who may have the love, the time to go travel around with you in your retirement years. Yet you're not choosing that woman, even though she might be the best match for you and more loving, because she can't contribute like 50-50 to any trips you guys take. Or, that woman might be willing to, yeah, let's just go enjoy. I'll travel with you. But when you pass, like, I wouldn't mind her getting a slice of the pie. If I was your deceased wife, I would be like, no, absolutely. Take care of the woman who accompanied you and loved you in your golden years. And I was like, and if I'm thinking, like, if I was your child, it would be like, no, it's okay for her to get a little slice of the pie, for her to like feel safe and secure to go travel with you, knowing that here's like a little stipend she'd get afterwards. So, and I will share, Virgo, that person's reaction was, hey, that actually sounds reasonable. And I do want the most loving person for me, the person who loves me and wants to do loving things towards me more than I want someone who can just pay for half the trip. If they're paying for half the trip, but the conversation is dull, boring, and hey, it's your birthday. Well, hey, we always go 50-50 versus the woman who's, hey, it's your birthday, babe. Let's go all out. Let me love on you. Like, he's like, I want the most loving person. So Virgo, it just seems like you're stuck on this staunch kind of path of, I'm going to get this exact type of relationship and it's going to be this exact way, and I won't accept anything else because I know my standards, I know my worth. But what you're just not focused on the companionship, the love, that sometimes the generosity doesn't come from money. Sometimes the generosity is inviting you to places, connecting you with people, sharing their other resources, which is like love and time instead of money. Yeah, because Virgo, there's just you would have a more passionate adult time life as well as a more passionate love life if your focus was more on the connection, the person who's curious about you, that wants to get to know you more, that likes your conversation. Um, yeah, Virgo. Is there anything more for Virgo? Nope, not at this time. Okay, and I will answer super chats in between signs, but going on to Taurus at 10:30, we got Taurus. And Taurus, don't forget, I go live Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern time with a show called High Vibe Mornings that comes with free mini reads. So it's here on YouTube, so come hang out. Taurus, what does Taurus need to hear? Oh, interesting. You got a passion growing in your heart that you're like a little afraid to take the leap on. And for whatever reason, you don't feel like you're fully worthy of this leap. You're thinking you got to be a little bit more mischievous, a little bit more. It's almost as if you like that feeling of, haha, I got a good deal. And like that's kind of blocking you from allowing the passion that's within you to grow. Like, let's say you're trying to find a house to rent that you could then be the one to find the roommates for to fill all the rooms. Um, if you're, but I want the best deal, I want the best house at the best price or the best location, or like just something where you're like, haha, I got this really good deal. You're forgetting the I'm ready to take on a house where I find roommates because I love the idea of fostering a community. I love the idea of taking all the skills I've already gained in real estate and filling up houses and now taking it to the next level. I now also like feature or I now also look into fostering the community, actually getting people that I like that I love living with and where the house has like good food all the time. I'm really looking forward to sharing space with people where we enjoy connecting. We allow enough time for us to connect with people and things outside of the house, and we also allow time to connect within the house. I'm ready to share a house with like-minded people who know different things than me and can expand my awareness and my knowledge to become aware of like new and different things. But there's also enough commonality that we can have like a peaceful cohabitation together. I'm ready to expand my horizons. Okay, does that make sense? Taurus, there needs to be a little bit of like, why are you so passionate about doing it? And that's what will allow that to grow. Okay, so it looks like there's also a message here for those of you who are like looking to like settle down and get married. It's kind of recognizing that like anytime you pick a person, there's always gonna be a slight bit of disappointment. Here's what this person is great in, blah, 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 blah. Oh, but he's not good at this. Instead of saying that and then like nixing the person to the curb, just ask yourself, everything that they do provide, is that like 60, 70, 80% of what you need out of a partner? What are the other needs that you have that they're not meeting? Where else can you go to get those met? And it's like coming to terms with, here's everything I love about this person, and I feel disappointed that they also can't meet this need. I feel disappointed. It's like just admit the disappointment that they can't bring this to the table. And then it's kind of like, you know, get into the self responsibility vibe. We're on Taurus. Get into the self responsibility vibe and okay, I feel bummed out and disappointed, maybe a little angry that I have to learn this skill or that I have to cultivate another relationship to get this need met. It's definitely recognizing, Taurus, that it's like it's recognizing that anybody you partner with for a long time, that there's always gonna be that disappointment there. Whether it's you're disappointed they don't make as much money, or maybe you're gonna pick the person you're disappointed they don't take as care of their health as well, or maybe you're gonna be willing to be disappointed by the person who doesn't like to travel as much as you do. I'm disappointed they don't like to travel as much as I do. I hate having to call friends and like coordinate with them. I wish I could just have the memories with this one person. Oh, but everything else they bring to the table is really great and really good. Okay, I will get off my little mopey vibes and go call my friend to plan a trip. So it's kind of like learning how to process and navigate that. And then the last message here for you, Taurus, about love is that there's a little part of you that's worried that once you settle that like life is just going to stop and start be boring. But those couples that you see who like, yeah, we're married, we never go out, we're bored, that's not necessarily going to be you, you know? Like let them do them and you do you. And sometimes I have found that when people get into loving, committed relationships or that like healthy partners, what it does is it's not this trap of boring. It becomes this foundation, this base for, I no, no, since I now have love and connection needs met, I can go take this like real estate exam and explore a new career for me, knowing that if I fail the test, I got warm love to go home to. I have warm encouragement to, hey, but you got a 60% and you only need a 65% to pass. So you're almost there. I'm sorry, like, and they'll be hugging you, like, I'm sorry that you didn't pass the first time, babe, but hey, you're so close to passing. Keep going. Now it's a foundation of a base of encouragement, of love to keep going. One analogy someone gave me one time was a kite. You can be a kite going really high, really cool adventures, but eventually the wind's going to tumble you down. Or you can have someone who holds the rope and you could fly higher. You could fly more consistent. You could fly longer. So it's recognizing that you're only going to get into that boring rut if you're like those other couples. Those are the couples who are like, what are you doing? Are you having fun without me? That's not going to be you. It's going to be, okay, babe, you're going to go take care of business. Take care of business. Tell me all about it when you come back. I'm going to go do X, Y, Z. So it's just like kind of recognizing that just because you're settling down doesn't mean it has to be boring. It's going to be a foundation of love for you. All right, now let's go into Pisces. Pisces, we're on to your message. Don't forget, I go live Monday through Thursday right here on YouTube at 11 a.m. Eastern Time with a show called High Vibe Mornings. I start with a general from Spirit, and then I move into free mini reads. All right, Pisces, what do you need to hear? Oh, Pisces. The more that you can focus on the beauty of life and the beauty of the things that you want to experience and put all of your focus there, you're going to get reborn and like reborn out of financial insecurity into financial abundance. Because the story that's coming to mind right now is I had one client of mine in my law of attraction course. She wanted to manifest a house, but she was saying, oh, I'm so miserable. The kids, when they run around the corner, they hit the corner with their shoulders. This place is too small for them. There's no room outside, like for the dog. It's pretty much just a pee pad. It can't like run around. My kids are so cramped. That's not going to get you a new house. And when I looked around her house, it was like, okay, your current one is very small. There's not too much positive to focus on what you currently got. So what you need to do is when you see your kid running at the corner, you need to train your mind to immediately go to, oh, and that's why we're getting a new house. So my kids could run free, so my kids could play, so my kids could have more fun. I just want my kids to be able to play and have more fun. Oh, and that's right. The dog will have a backyard, so the kids could play ball with the dog in the backyard. So it's refocusing your mind on, when I have money, this is what I'm going to be doing. It's going to feel so good when I'm doing this. I'm going to love having this. And I just did you can go check out the YouTube community tab. I just did like a little journal prompt kind of exercise to get you thinking about money. But just know that once you shift your mind to here's what I love about life, here's the beauty of life, here's what I like doing. And let's say you're like broke and have no money and you can't see I can make more money. Instead of this paycheck is never going to get me money to go to coffee shop in another city to enjoy new scenery. It's got to be, when I'm making more money, I'm sipping lattes all over the world. That's going to be so enjoyable. Hearing the conversations, meeting the new people, hearing the new accents, seeing new sights. I don't need to know the how. I just need to know that I'm enjoying lattes all around the world. When you can start to shift your focus there and more of the time, just 51% of the time, and then law of attraction takes over, you're going in the new direction. That's when you're going to be reborn from scarcity mindset to abundance mindset. All right, let's move on to Cancer. Cancer, I go live on YouTube Monday through Thursday with a show called High Vibe Mornings. I start with a journal from Spirit and then I move into free mini reads. So come hang out. Without further ado, Cancer. Okay, Cancer, you're feeling a little distracted and feeling like I just got to refocus on work. I just got to double down and be more disciplined on eating right. I just got to like set up system structures routine to be more productive and to be able to like focus on this more. Okay, but like that's not going to work because you like that's not going to work. Expect an eruption of awareness that you want love in your life. And it's so the distraction is not a lack of willpower. The distraction is not a lack of a system set up for you to succeed. The distraction is that your heart is trying to speak to you to let you know that like you want love in your life. It's and I can tell you, if you're just not willing to admit it for yourself, it's gonna feel like an eruption. It's gonna be like this overwhelming. You're gonna like sometimes people have it when they go on a jog and they just like break down and cry. It's just gonna be this moment where you're like, well, first off, you'll keep being distracted. So whatever it is you think you want is gonna keep declining until there's just this eruption moment. Like you're probably gonna think you're crying out of like failure, like, oh my God, I failed. But then it's gonna be this like crying, big dramatic moment, and you're gonna be like, oh my God, I actually just want a girlfriend, or like whatever it is you want. So just be aware. It's more time to like sit quiet and meditate and go, soul, inner self, inner higher self, inner being, whatever you call it. Show me the vision of my life. This distraction I'm feeling. What is it that you're trying to point me in? Because then it doesn't need to be a big dramatic moment where you break down and cry and go, "Oh my God, I'm love devoid. I need love in my life." Instead, it'll be like this epiphanic, epiphany. It'll be this epiphany of bliss of, I do want that. Okay, I can let this area thrive, and now I'm going to carve out time to start dating. Because if you just keep trying to set up new systems and routines to make this one going, you're just going to crumble it and bring it down. Because that area is actually fine. It's just admitting that we want love in your life. All right, so now we're on to Scorpio. Scorpio, I go live Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, here on YouTube with a show called High Vibe Mornings. I start with a journal from Spirit and then move into free mini reads. So come hang out. Okay, so Scorpio, what you need to hear. Okay, hold up. This is a lot. What does Scorpio need to hear? Talk to me, cards. Honestly, the first card that's speaking is like it's over. Like it's over. Like it's over. It's over, and you know it's over. It kind of looks like your focus needs to be more on your spiritual path, your spiritual development, your life purpose. It's not supposed to be on love right now. It's not supposed to be on love, on flirting, because like it's kind of like what they're saying right now is that when relationships first start, there's that honeymoon phase where you guys do kind of like get obsessed with each other and spend all your time thinking about each other. Um, Spirit doesn't want you there for 2 months to 2 years. Spirit wants you focused on it. You know, depends. For some of you, it's going to be your life purpose. For some of you, it's going to be crafting time to meditate so that you can actually connect with your spirit guides. Like they kind of want you focused on life purpose, spiritual development for the next like 2 to 3 months. Anything else that you do besides that is going to be wasted energy. That's a pretty blunt message. Yeah, it's over. You think you're like fighting for love. You think you're fighting for what makes life awesome and love's worth fighting for. But like in reality, like it's just over and you're avoiding your spiritual path. And they're literally saying, you got the wasted energy card. Like, look at this. Like a wasted energy card. They're both just moving ice around, snow around. Okay, so now we will actually go to the super chat, but up next after the super chat will be Aries. Let's see, D. And thank you for the super chat, D. Let us see what your question is. Is the man I'm dealing with the one or is he karmic? Oh, didn't I read for you before already? Should I let go? Not sure if he has cheated or not. Need clarity so I don't give it energy. My career, home life is good. Oh, good. I'm glad those are going well, D. Okay, so come on, Spirit, come through. What does D need to hear about this man? Okay, is he cheating? It's funny. My human level reaction is if you think they're cheating, they're cheating. But that's a no card. So is he cheating? No. Oh, but your question was, has he cheated? Ooh. Has he cheated? I got a yes. Is he cheating right now? I got a no. What I will state is sometimes in the beginning of a relationship, like when you first meet someone, you're not like exclusive yet. You know, I think some people consider that cheating. I kind of don't. You were new. You weren't exclusive yet. Is he planning on cheating again? Not likely. Not like no. He's not planning on it, but like he's not planning on it. He wouldn't take opportunities. Um, but like if you guys ever stopped being intimate for like 3, 4 years, he would be like, maybe I should reconsider my decision. Within the last 3 years, I would put that as a likely. 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago. You know, it's funny when I was trying to do the 3, 2, 1. They're kind of saying it's a message for you, D. We made an agreement not to see other people 3 years ago or 2.5 years ago. Oh, I see what you're saying. Um, I didn't get a solid yes. It's like a very likely card. Um, but what I can say though, when I was trying to figure out was it 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago, none of those are yes cards. So that almost, I don't know. Sorry, I can't give you definitive. But like none of them are yes cards. Okay, I can't definitively say he cheated or not. D. Or now we're talking about within the last 3 years. I can't definitively say that. It looks like before that he had another buddy, whatever you want to call it. But the message for you is like you're gonna wreck your mind if you keep focusing on that. Like there, D. If you keep focusing on it, it's going to wreck your mind. Your energy's caving off from it. It's shutting down to the love that is. It's more about being willing to state, I feel disappointed that I'll never know this for certain, and I don't like that because I just want to feel rest assured that he's the one for me. I may be disappointed that I'll never know this, but I can't let that stop me from enjoying what is. Do you see how you're the one blocking right now, enjoying what is? Um, and they're saying get back to the tarot read. Okay, so the main tarot read was is the man I'm dealing with the one or is he karmic? What I can say, you got the it's worth the effort card. Uh the adult time. You got the adult time card. It's like just lean into it and just enjoy it. It's as if you're afraid to like give your heart up. If I go all in and give him all my heart, then he's gonna break my heart. And what if I find out he cheated on me? It's gonna be even more devastating. No, no. When you like pull back your energy and withhold, you're just shutting down from feeling the full range of human level emotions, and when you shut off from feeling some of the lower ones, you shut off from feeling some of the higher ones. It's like you're either full range, you're 90%, 80%, 70%, 60%, 50, you know? So I'm not sure what to do. My twin flame, I'm sabotaging. All I can say is that it is about, okay, this is the person I'm going to go all in on. Life is about experiencing. It's about recognizing that there is kind of like no purpose to life other than to experience being a human on this planet. And it's also recognizing that, like, Dee just had a family member pass. There's now a husband who's a widow. And he was like, wait, we were supposed to spend our retirement together. Now what? So it's about opening up to it's gonna be someone new that you're sharing it with. Had he done what you're doing right now, which is I don't want to feel these bad things, so I'm shutting off, he wouldn't have all these glorious stories that he's sharing about his partner, his wife. What I'm hearing is she was the best woman for me. She was so loving. It was the best person to have spent the time of my life with. God, she did so much for me. She did everything. I didn't realize how much her love meant to me and how much she meant to me. Right? If he was doing what you were doing, he would have just been, yeah, we worked hard together. We did retirement together. Oh, it was so loving. The trips we took, the this we did, and she did all of this for me, and it was so great, and it was all so well. Does that make sense, Steve? I think he may be autistic. My boyfriend passed 18 years ago. Oh, so you had a boyfriend that passed 18 years ago, and now you're worried about karmic. Oh, that's probably what triggered it. You're aware that loved ones can pass. So now it's like, I need that super soulful connection. And I need to know, like, I need it to be super soulful and like we're meant to be together. It needs to be better than the previous one. Do you kind of like see some of that energy that you're carrying in there? When like so the last bit of your tarot message was it's better to shift your energy to like the dreamer state where it's like what do I want to create? How do I want to enjoy this relationship? What would I like to enjoy with this partner? What's something fun he and I could do this week? What would be a fun, unique way for he and I to connect this week? What's a adult time way that would just spice things up for us? Is there anything in this town, a new restaurant that he and I would both just have the best time ever? Like getting your energy there is going to get your relationship to where you want it to be. We're at a I mean, this still applies, D. D, I hope you can kind of just see like how wound up you are. Um, you're super wound up, which just pinches off your connection from source. And so it's got to be show me how to be more relaxed in this relationship. Show me how he and I could connect more. Show me how I can relax more into the safety of this current relationship that we do have. Show me how he and I can connect more. How can I move to where he's living? Like, do you see how if you put your focus there, you'll start getting ideas of, oh, here's a job I could do out there. Or he might be, hey, it kind of feels like maybe we should talk about moving. You got to start shifting your energy there. All right, so now we are going on to Aries. 3253. Aries, I go live Monday through Thursday here on YouTube with free mini reads. So come hang out 11 a.m. Eastern time. Okay, so Aries, what you need to hear is, oh, you're gonna like this, Aries. Expect a quickening pace to the good life. You're still in a place of like, I'm mending my heart, but like the serious phase of healing and mending is over. It's more about now about like how much can you allow new energy in, new vibrations in, because that involves the way you see yourself, the way you see the world. And it sometimes people will get a little like if you need to like get up from your chair and walk down, come back, sit, get up, walk. There's just a little bit more energy that's coming in than your current body can handle. And energy being emotions. So it's kind of more time to sit still and ground and be, I can handle this expansion. I can handle these new vibrations. I'm just going to begin seeing the world in a new way. I'm just going to begin feeling in a new way. It's okay for me to want to enjoy life more and feel eagerness, exuberance, and expansion. So it's really more about like embrace the expansion that comes with new manifestations. And a story that I feel called to share with you is I saw someone's post recently where they went, I'm creating $100 million business. And the main reason why I have that goal is because I want to meet the me that ran $100 million business. I was like, whoa. Most people are like, but who will I become? How much will it be to maintain it? You're afraid of something that hasn't even happened yet. So it's, who is that person? I want to meet the version of me that has that. then you can at least go, okay, if I have to start seeing the world in a brighter way, I start walking around happier so that I attract in a happier mate, so be it. So it's really about embracing the eagerness, embracing the high vibes, and embracing the expansion of like the emotions and embracing the expansion into a higher vibrational state, which just means meditate 15 minutes a day. You can do a grounding meditation if you want. You can do soothing affirmations. I'm just getting used to living life in a new way. I'm just expanding to higher vibrations. I'm just allowing higher vibrational states to become a default norm for me. I'm just allowing myself to get happier. I'm just allowing myself to enjoy life more. I'm just allowing myself to enjoy more oxytocin, more kisses on my cheeks, more hugs, more cuddles. So do those soothing type affirmations, Aries. All right, Leo, what have we got for Leo? Leo, I go live Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern time, right here on YouTube. So come hang out and get a free mini read. Leo, okay. Oh, interesting. Leo, you kind of want to switch from being the guy who wings it to being the intentional person. And it's a big shift for you because you've got the unknown card as the outcome, which the unknown card just means that you are like, change is coming. I don't know what it's going to be like, and I'm still choosing this change. So it's when you're at that like, whoa, I don't know what's coming. I don't know if I can handle it, but I know I want to like take this adventure. And it's just you're just like kind of tired. You don't want to be the guy who just wings it anymore. You're kind of realizing that like that might give you like, class clown kind of is the best word I could put to it. But like think of this Leo as with a positive connotation. There's no negative connotation here at all. Class clown, class entertainer, the person who's like the entertainer. It isn't getting you the results that you want in love, to be blunt. It's kind of like you're keeping someone's attraction up and high. They drop, you come in, class entertainer again, raise it up, keep it high. Um, so just that guy who can just come in and wing it, even though you probably younger you used to be like, I liked feeling that dashing and charming. Now it's like you're ready to just start more intentionally creating your future. Um, and you're recognizing you gotta like kind of like burn the past. You kind of gotta like, I don't think it's necessarily like a let go of something from your past, but it's like letting go of a way of being. You're kind of recognizing that you have to be a little differently. You have to show up a little bit differently. It's not necessarily about how charming you are, but it's like, wait, does the person like let's just say it is love, is about how charming and devilishly handsome I am and how much I can, entertain and spike her attraction? Or is it like, this person and I just like spending Sunday the same way together? Would our home life be ridiculously cool? Um, just us chilling at home. So it is kind of you recognize that I need to be more intentional. And you're just that you're definitely ready to embrace the unknown. It's almost like I don't even care if it works out with the the person or the job that is getting me to be willing to lean and think this way. It's just you're just like I'm tired of like feeling depressed, empty, depleted, empty, and kind of like a little deep loneliness within you. You're like you're ready, like, and that's what you're like leaving behind. So it's almost as if you're like, I don't care if I have to leave this relationship, this friendship, this romantic, this job. It doesn't even matter if this dangling carrot in front of me is it. I need to go towards that way and still get like the new job and the new relationship because I don't want to feel defeated, deflated, depressed anymore. I'm starting a new chapter where I'm contentful. It's like contentful, peaceful, satisfied, satiated. It's like you don't need the glitz and the glamour in love anymore. You're like, I just want that satisfying 80% heart full, I'm loved kind of feeling. Interesting, Leo. All right, let's go on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, I go live Monday through Friday, free here on YouTube with free mini reads. So come hang out tomorrow morning. It's called High Vibe Mornings with free mini reads. Okay, so Sagittarius, what you need to hear is, oh wow, it's time to get like focus on your family and get on your path and focus on your family. If you don't do that, you're gonna like be feeling left out of the cold. So, I mean, there's lots of examples I could think of for this. It could mean, hey, you're not a young spring chicken anymore. It is time to focus on starting that family. It could also mean for the person who's in the family, if you've been like the breadwinner and you're like, let me earn more money, let me earn more money, let me earn more money. If you keep focusing on more money, but I'm doing it for the family, but yet like 7, 8, 9 years have gone by, and you're gonna be like, oh, why do I get a cold shoulder when I come into the house? Why don't I get a warm dad's home? So it's kind of like a focus on your family, get your family right. That like then you'll be on your path. That's where your path is guiding you right now to like fix, repair, just focus on your family life. That is you on your path. Otherwise, you're gonna be left out in the cold. That's just a pretty blunt message. Okay, so let's go to Gemini. Gemini, I go live Monday through Thursday right here on YouTube with a show called High Vibe Morning with free mini reads. So come hang out. Okay, so Gemini, what does Gemini need to most hear right now? We need you to be more prosperous. We need you to focus on the vibration of prosperity. Um, Hold on. And then, oh, Gemini. Oh, let's see what this brings up for you, D. I'm curious. Prosperity is being successful, thriving, particularly in terms of economic well-being, but also can include other aspects of flourishing. It's focused on the vibration of prosperity. That's what's going to get you into a state of pure enjoyment and bliss. And like this is the ultimate like emotional enjoyment card of life. Like just prosperity. Set a timer for 15 minutes. Start meditating where you just either focus on your breath or you focus on a sound. Say the word prosperity, prosperity, prosperity. Inner being, show me what it feels like to be prosperous and have lots of prosperity in my life. Set the timer, focus on the sound, focus on your breath, and just let that vibration go. Because focusing on prosperity is going to get you to the enjoyment of life you want. It's not about trying to figure out what went wrong. Did anything go back? Can I trust it? It's not about figuring anything out. Okay. It's that's going to make you go crazy and get lost in a maze. Or you could prosperity. I'm ready to feel prosperous. I'm ready to have my eyes open to how love is abundant and everywhere in my life. I'm ready to have my eyes open to all the successful things that I do have in my life so that I can enjoy even other areas, parts of my life. I'm ready to like take the big leap and where I just allow myself to enjoy all the areas of my life. Prosperity and then your emotional abundance will follow. All right, Libra. Libra, I go live Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, right here on YouTube with High Vibe Mornings and free mini reads. So come hang out. All right, Libra. This is an interesting message, Libra. There's something that you need to make peace with. It might be peace from the past. It might be peace from an old job. It might be peace in a current relationship. There's just something you need to make complete peace with because not making peace with it is what's giving you that standing out in the cold feeling that like I'm left out, I'm not included, I'm standing out in the cold. And that's coming from you need to make peace with something. Once you make peace with it and go, maybe it'll be like a fine, that's the way it played out, or fine, I accept that they're never going to see it from my point of view, or I accept that they have this negative view of that one fight between we had and they're never going to see it differently. I accept it and I move forward. But so making peace with whatever it is that's kind of like really bugging you and on your mind, once you make peace with you either make peace with it, fine, that's how it played out. I will never be satisfied with how it played out. I am dissatisfied with that experience, and that's okay. That's making peace. that's when you're going to start your new adventure in life. That's when you're going to start your next journey. That's when things will start to, you'll have that like jovial, youthful optimism. Let's start this new adventure. Um, yeah. Okay. So good luck, Libra. Now let's go into Aquarius. Lucky angel number 444 for you guys. So Aquarius, I go live here on YouTube Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern time. So come hang out and get a free mini read. So Aquarius, wow, this is an interesting message. Um, it looks like there's something that you're being a little stubborn on because you got like the last stand, the last grit card. So you're being a little stubborn about something. No, I want it this way. I want it my way. No one's asking me how I think or feel about this. There's just a little bit of stubbornness on a topic that, like, if you would just let it go and instead enjoy the relationships that you currently have. That was nice of them to call. That was nice of them to come over. I'm glad we're in a rhythm, a routine of getting breakfast once a week, twice a week. That, like, bring your focus there and enjoying everything to enjoy about the relationships you do have, because that's what's going to allow you to like take flight into like your next adventure of life, which involves more budding, more loving relationships and easier time connecting with people. So you got to shift your focus from that stubbornness to, this is how we connect. I enjoy this connection. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm available for personal readings. I'll link to that in the comments down below. If you guys would like to meet your spirit guide, I put together a free meditation to take you on a journey to the Temple of the Masters to do just that. I also put together a free mini 5-series manifesting course. I will link to that as well down below. And lastly, don't forget, I go live Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern time right here on YouTube with High Vibe Mornings. All right, love you all. Hope you have a good day. Bye.